okay, we're talking to young people, right? Let's say I am 18 years old, right? I just got a credit card. What are some of the things that I can do that are necessary for me to do to build my credit?
All right. So I'd say if you're getting a allowance or if you have a job, right?
What's good, y'all? Are y'all having a hard time starting conversations in large rooms? Do you need to find more effective ways to draw attention to yourself without wearing a fancy outfit? I figured out a hack. You need some Financial Revolution merch. Everything is a staple piece that represents Black wealth. You are what you wear, so make sure you join the rest of the billionaires and get some FR merch. We have hoodies, sweatsuits, t-shirts, and much more. Make sure you visit www.financialrevolutionn.com and use code podcast for a special 10% off. Again, go to www.financialrevolutionn.com and use code podcast for a special 10% off. Let's get it, y'all.
Match the credit card to the amount of liquid money that you got. So if getting $2,000 a month, let's say you're working $2,000 a month, I'd start with a $2,000 secured credit card or split it in two. You could do $1,000 on one card, $1,000 on another card, or split it in four. Do $500 each, so you can have 4 primary lines of credit. Because remember, you build credit from what's reporting. So what you can then do now after you've established these primary lines of credit is put all your bills on them. Phone bill, light bill, cable bill, rent, girlfriend expenditure, boyfriend expenditure, whatever. Put it on it. But the thing about it is this. So you max the cards out every month, right? But make sure you pay them down to at least 5%. So what you want to show is that you are demonstrating your ability to use credit responsibly. So don't use your cash. Cut up your debit cards. Don't use your debit cards because the debit cards, they're not insured. Credit card, they're insured. So if someone steals a credit card or it gets compromised and they go on a shopping spree, right? And you call your credit card company and let them know you are not liable. But if they got a hold of your debit card
It's clip.
and they got the PIN or they do debit credit, you're going to have a hard time fighting that one.
Yes.
Use the bank's money.
Yes. So what if, like, as a young kid, at what point is it not good to get credit, right? Because you know how I have some
It's
friends,
always good to get credit.
I have some friends who are like, I don't feel like I'm responsible enough. What do you say to those young kids?
They need a backhand. Get responsible. It's important. If you don't learn it now, you're going to have to learn it later. Why wait until you bump your head to learn something that if you take an hour out of your day, you're spending more than that scrolling through damn TikTok anyway.
That's right.
Go learn some shit, right? That's my point on it. Go learn some stuff that puts you in position. Stop listening to people telling you that credit is bad. It's not bad. Credit is one of the most amazing things because I became a multimillionaire off of credit. I came to this country with nothing but a knapsack and a suitcase. Right? Walking everywhere. Public transportation everywhere. Snow, I'm out there. Rain, I'm out there. Walking. People have an opportunity now because we've entered the era of information. The I don't knows and nobody taught me and it doesn't work anymore.
It's a fact.
YouTube University is there. But if you don't seek, you won't find. If you won't ask, it won't be told to you. If you don't knock, it won't be open.
That's a fact. Now, the next question is, like, a lot of young people mess up their credit early because, they get the credit cards and they spend it, or
Max it out,
like
don't pay
they
it.
Christmas come up, they wilding with the credit cards,
Then life be life.
and then they realize, like, oh shoot, I don't got the money to pay for it.
Gotta pay it back now.
And they just leave it. And I know some people who are just like, I'll figure it out, but they leave it and they put themselves in a hole.
That's the wrong answer.
How do they fix their credit? So if I mess my credit up at a very young age, being irresponsible, what are the steps, the active steps to fix it?
So bad credit comes from a mindset, right? Nobody's credit just go bad like that. It's a mindset. Somebody's mind caused the credit to go bad.
Right.
So you got to fix the mind first. The first thing is recognizing that, I have a problem. The problem is I don't know shit about credit. I don't know nothing about finances, right? All right, boom. Okay, how do I learn this, right? Then now we can start going into credit repair. So once you are ready and you say, okay, I need to learn this, right? The first step becomes, what's the first thing that I need to do? Well, you need to know what's on it in order for you to repair it. So you want to pull your reports, right? So there's two ways. I'm going to give you guys two ways you can get it done. So for free, you could go to annualcreditreport.com. That's annualcreditreport.com. It's a government website. You can go get it. The next step is if you text the word report, REPORT. So text the word report to 917-993-5238. So you'll get a link now to my score IQ. And what my score IQ is going to do is it's going to give you your FICO 8, 3 in 1. So you're seeing Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. It's going to go down the line and you'll see all the accounts, everything that's on there. So that's the first thing. So now you want to check your name. Is my name being reported correctly? Because sometimes there's variation. Darainedelevante, Daraine Q Delevante, Daraine L Delevante, Quashon, Daraine. Like they're different. You want to clean that up. Because now if I'm a lender and I'm seeing 7 different names, my thought process now is, are you using 7 different names to apply for credit? Now I can't trust you. Yeah. So when you apply, denied. Off the rip, right? Then after you clean up your name, go to your addresses. Believe it or not, a lot of people get denied because of addresses. You see, if I'm seeing 10 addresses on your profile, I cannot trust you. Where do you live? If I'm going to repo the car, where am I going to go?
Because you could have like your school address and then your...
Too many addresses. Yeah. So clean that up. You want to look lendable. Remember, you're not at the table when the underwriter is looking at the profile. What story does your credit profile states? Your consumer report, what story is it saying about you? You get what I'm saying? So you're talking about a complete stranger that's looking at a report that will never ever see you in your life, making a determination whether they're going to extend to you this line of credit or not. Clean the address up, clean the phone number up, clean the email up. After that, now, you want to go through the account section. How many negative accounts, delinquencies, derogatories, charge-offs, late payments, yada, yada, yada. Go through it and identify it, right? Get a highlighter, and just start highlighting the stuff, right? Then now you move on to your inquiries. Your inquiries are, how much have I been applying for credit? Because every time you apply for credit, it's a hard inquiry. Unless the company says, we don't do a hard pull, we do a soft pull. The difference between a hard pull and a soft pull is a hard pull shows on your consumer report as an inquiry. A soft pull shows, but it doesn't affect you. Yeah, so right? So you
one stays for like 7 years.
Correct. Not necessarily. So the inquiry is 2 years. It can only stay for 2 years. After 2 years, it falls off, right? What stays for 7 years are derogatory accounts.
Yeah, derogatory.
Like if it's late, it can stay up to 7 years. Collection can stay up to 7 years. Charge-offs, stuff like that stays for 7 years. So now as we move into the accounts now, hey, is this account mine? Is it not? And you want to look for names. Are there names on my profile that is not mine? Chances are if somebody else's name is there, one, you either a co-signer or authorized user, or you're a victim of identity theft. Because now someone used their name on your profile.
Are those chances really likely though?
You best believe it happens.
I hear those scenarios, but like, what's the likelihood of that really happening?
You want to get your phone and look up Experian data breach, TransUnion data breach, Equifax data breach, T-Mobile data breach. Identity theft is one of the biggest business in America.
For real? I ain't hear it happen to nobody I know.
The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence.
Well, you have like them old West Indian quotes, like them old West Indian remedies and quotes. So I guess my question is though, like, how do I, if I messed it up when I'm young, right? Because like, for example, I have a friend who messed up her credit with student loans, right? Her student loans went into like default or something like that, and she didn't know what to do, so she just left it alone, and it caused her student loans her credit to be shot.
Yeah, definitely
what does she do? Who does she speak to? Who
delete,
does she call?
Delete the stuff off of
But
her.
how? Like, what am I
tuning into podcasts like yours? She should be taking notes right now.
Yes.
Right? So when it comes to student loans, First of all, a student loan should not even be reported on your credit at all.
Wait, what?
Student loan should not be reported on your credit.
What?
There's a law called FERPA, F-E-R-P-A, right? Family Educational F-E-R. I can't remember the acronym. But the law is called FERPA, right? In that law, a student record and information should not be...
I thought most people have student loans on their credit.
Most people do. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. So not because they do it, it means that it's right.
That's very true. So why, if a student loans is a loan, so why isn't it on my credit?
It? What is the definition of a loan?
When someone gives you money that you have to pay back.
You sure?